would go with, I don't know, what's your take?
I would go with Istanka.
Yep.
I like him. I like him the most. I think that his plays are more confident, I would say. Not confident, it's just that he's very stable. You know, you have players where they perform really well in some games.
Correct.
And they do not in the others, so you can't really trust their plays, if you know what I'm saying.
You mean he's a bit more consistent?
Consistent, yes, definitely. Consistent. But I don't think he's going to be the key player. Let's wait and see. We see a Saber there already, and the key player is going to be Padel. Peaches, and what do you think about the key player of MYA3?
I mean, overall, right, Padel is a great player. It's just that sometimes they seem a little bit messy, so they just need to sync, you know?
Right.
Communication is very important, you know, maybe something goes down. That's what we talked about earlier, you know, AirAsia Cyan, they have this great synergy, so that's something MYA3 can work on.
Something that I think we picked up during the regular season from MYA3 is that they focus on early game team fights. They focus on team fights. The problem is if they lose the early game, they cannot really finish up the end game. And this is a very big problem when you go up against teams like IDNS. It's just like the same when we were talking about Louvre SG. If they don't fix it early game, then they will fail against AirAsia Cyan, and that's exactly what happened. What do you think MYA3 can do to prevent that from happening? They have seen the games today. They know what's going to happen if they, don't be consistent early game. What do you propose is the right way for them to approach the draft, since we're getting into a draft, and also their play style?
IDNS, we all know their lineup. You know, they have the Balmont, they have the Rafaela, so it's pretty much there. They're very consistent with their lineup. You know, they play the comfortable heroes. So MYA3, I think you can't be counterpicking all the time. So they can actually work with something that they're confident with and they're comfortable with, you know, and have crowd control. I'm sure that will help a lot.
Right.
So these are the things that maybe they can look into countering IDNS.
So far we have the bans, 3 of them to be exact, and we talked about this, Peaches, because when you were away, Martis was, again, the most contested, picked in both games. This time around, Martis is going to be banned. MYA3 banned it straight away. I don't know if they banned it. Wait. Okay, that is questionable.
Yeah.
We do know IDNS, they are very, very good with Grok, so I would say that is a good ban. Yeah.
Okay, we did talk about the respect bans as well, but do you think it was necessary to ban the Grok instead of, like, let's say, Gushin or Lancelot or Fanny?
IDNS, they're not very known to play those kind of heroes.
The assassins, okay.
So I think Grok is will definitely probably shake their lineup up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a bit, I don't know, maybe you can expect a surprise from IDNS this time. But we do have a Gajan over there. Not their usual pick.
Right. But it's a comfortable pick for most of the teams they see. And is it going to be our first Johnson for today? Yes, it's going to be the first Johnson of the playoffs. I was excited to see this. I do want to see some, grabbing around the map.
I'm looking forward to see who plays this Johnson. Maybe it be Jason's Johnson? Because we haven't seen, in my own opinion, I don't think I've seen him play the Johnson before.
It could be a Mr. V Johnson as well.
Maybe,
yeah. So, we have another Lolita.
Oh yeah, the Lolita is something you were looking forward to, Peach. Yeah, I have to agree with you. I did say that Lolita is more like a support tank, but the aggressive tank definitely works, and we saw that pulled off by Too Easy for Jet. And this time MYA3, the brothers are trying to pick up the same kind of style, going with the Lolita, and they go with the Diggy as well. The Diggy was not so promising, picked up in the last match, but this time around, do you think it really helps them going up against the IDNS?
Yeah, most definitely. I think Diggy would be very useful against the lineup from IDNS.
Yep.
There's a lot of disables and slows that you want to prevent. So Diggy is a great pick, but then again, Diggy might be pressured into using his ult. So you don't want to get too early on or too late. You need it at a good time and to protect the right teammate.
Like the last game that we saw.
Yeah.
This is an interesting lineup, but I don't think there's anything surprising here. Something that we've never seen before. Like even the Alice was picked today, didn't work out, but again, it was picked. So
well, IDNS has got no marksman this time around.
the thing is, to be honest with you, right, when I was looking in the comments, everyone's hating on MMs. Everyone in the comments are hating on MMs. They're like, why are you picking MMs? Don't pick it. Do you think they'll still be able to finish off the game without an MM? It shouldn't be that hard, should it?
It should be alright. If you have like Goshen in it, you know, you will be able to finish off the turret pretty fast. And we all know that the marksman meta is long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should not be that hard. You know?
I'm going to draft out the scenarios that I mentioned. Very quick one.
Lay it out.
Rule number 1, if MYA wants to be in this game, they want to win something out of here.
Right.
Forget about the losing slump. Go back to your winning ways.
Second
of all, IDNS, they had to play a flawless game here because they are one of the best Singaporean teams, perhaps the top one Singaporean team in this year. And most likely there will the skin
there. Yeah, IO.
Oops.
It's okay. WQXD will be the cute little ball that will be floating around as Cyclops.
Yep.
Yeah. We do have an aggressive top, which is they're gonna go back door. Ooh. It looks like I'm
proxying the area.
I'm not quite sure what MYA3 is up to. I think IDNS probably caught them by surprise.
They will fall back here because they thought they wanted aggression, and here comes Blood. LY4 lowering down in HP, and he will continue to be harassed by the members of MYA3, and their first blood will come into your favorite tank, Lolita.
And your favorite player is down.
Yeah, the ironic part. It's
okay.
Over here.
It's Farah. Well, okay, this is like a really good start of the game. Well, IDNS, I'm really liking this new lineup from IDNS. You know, maybe I'm thinking that from the regular season, they were just hiding the true potential, you know, using the typical lineup and all that. And now we see a difference in lineup.
Yep.
It's really nice to see. And Alice, you know, they have a double mage. They have Cyclops and Alice. And at the same time, they do have a Gaijin over there. So I think that will be quite interesting to see how the whole combo will work around. Yeah.
And to be honest, I was laughing over here when the thing happened just now. Your favorite player went down.
Yeah.
Right? And Lolita went down as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Lolita killed my favorite player.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kate. I'm really sorry, man. How does it feel?
Heartbroken.
Okay, I understand. But again, it's early in the game. I can't tell much, but IDNS was definitely aggressive there. Surprised MYA3, but then MYA3 responded as well. You know, it wasn't so hard for them to respond. We can see people playing Mobile Legends in the audience themselves. This is the cool part. This is the best part, I think, about... Okay, he laughed at us as well. I think this is the best part about tournaments like this, you know. You come down, you're able to play yourself while watching other people play. Like, that's the best part. You can't do that with PC games.
And then if you find something like a small tip there, you can learn it, then you can use it in your game.
You can literally just take that and then use it. Or, you know what you should do here? If you guys are here and are playing casually, you should just copy the items off the people right now, off all the pros, and use them in game. Use them in game, because I do watch a lot. And I do want to talk about this, because last break we didn't get enough time to talk about this. We were talking about tips and tricks for casual players. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about that for a bit?
Sure.
Is that okay? I want to talk about the fact that the best way for me, okay, I want to introduce my way of finding tips and tricks. And I think the best thing about Mobile Legends is the fact that you can watch the top player stream in the game itself. You don't have to go on social media to find it out. You just find the top players and you copy what they're doing. Not to say like, you know, you do exactly, but you learn from them. That is my tip. What do you have, Peaches? And what's your top way to get better in Mobile Legends?
I actually like to... I'm more of a... I need to experience it with my own body kind of person.
Okay.
So I play a lot, but I play with people from different tiers.
Okay.
So I try to understand the play style that they have. You know, it's different when you're in Grandmaster, when you're in Mythic, Legend, and so on, right? So it really does make a difference. I try to play with friends from different tiers, and we try different lineups, we try crazy stuff. So that's how I kind of learn. And then when I need to know a bit more and I need some information, and then I'll go and look for maybe my favorite players or something.
Okay. Actually, that is an interesting touch to be able to play with different tiers, because I feel like a lot of people in the community, not to say they're toxic, they ignore the bottom players. They ignore people like me who are like at Grandmaster or at Epic, you know. So it's good to try out different tiers, then you know and understand exactly the weaknesses and strength.
Yep.
What about you, KBC? What do you got in your pocket? How do you get good?
I think I would like to know more about your team composition. So the drafting phase will be very important. I know that below Epic, you're not allowed to draft yet because in ranked games and stuff, you only get to choose.
You do draft. I mean, you don't ban anyone.
You just don't ban it really. And the most important thing is to know what your team compromises with the heroes. Like, make sure you have the tanks, make sure you have the assassins.